Good evening, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. Tuesday night basketball, Jasper beat Modern Day 61-48. Jackson Cabrick had 30 for the Wildcats. Cabrick scored the first 11 points of the game for the Cats and had 13 of the first quarter. Jasper out-rebounded Modern Day 36-21. Wildcats 13-5 will be at home with Castle on Friday. You can watch last night's game tonight at 8 right here on 18 WJTS. Also, North Davies beats Northeast DuBois 50-43. Jeeps had a 19-17 lead at the half. Reese Bauer led the Jeeps with 13. Northeast DuBois at 11-9 will host Perry Central on Friday for homecoming. Forest Park ended the first half in a flurry last night down at Wood Memorial. They made that hold up for a 65-52 win. With the game tied at 20, the Rangers went on a 14-5 run to end the first half for a 34-25 lead. Wood Memorial never got any closer than 8 in the second half to come away with the win. Drew Howard led the Rangers with 18. Blake Hagedorn 15 and Landon Nally added 14. Forest Park 12-7. The Rangers travel to Heritage Hills on Friday night for a PAC game with the Patriots. Yesterday at Northeast DuBois High School, tennis standout Chloe Terwisky signed to play at Midway College in Midway, Kentucky, just outside of Lexington. Terwisky on why she chose the Eagles.
I chose Midway because it's in a small town outside of Lexington, which it just felt like home. Being in a small town in DuBois is just all I've ever known, and having community support back you no matter what just always seemed appealing to me. So knowing that Lexington is 5 minutes away, I still get that city vibe, but also Midway is a smaller town, and it just felt right. Playing with the team that first day I was down there and talking to Coach Joe felt like where I was meant to go.
And you mentioned the tennis. How are they in tennis?
They're pretty good in tennis. They win a lot of their conference matches throughout the year, which is good, and then they are just competitive all the way out throughout their schedule. Even though they play teams more than once, you can always get better no matter what.
What about academically? What appealed to you there?
Academically, they offered a lot of majors that I wanted to go into, like psychology and criminal justice, so I'm double majoring in that. But also just the fact that they're so close to two really good law schools, which is what I want to do, and they have a lot of connections to both of those.
What's your earliest recollection of tennis?
My earliest recollection of tennis would be playing in those summer camps that my mom put on with high schoolers for the little kids at like 3 and 4 years old, and just being a little kid and hitting balls.
How was it playing for your mom?
I actually love playing for my mom. She knows me better than anybody else, so she knows how to talk to me through the fence. She knows what's going to get me going. She knows what's going to make my feet work harder. She knows what's going to make me hit the ball harder. She knows what's going to make me calm down. So working with her was almost really good for me in my tennis career because it helped me become better.
And speaking of getting better, what are you going to have to work on to play better in college than you did in high school?
To play better in college and high school? Oh, Lord, that's a new question.
I'm
definitely going to have to work on footwork a little bit. I have a really good reaction step, but like speeding up that part of my game, and then maybe hitting with more spin. I hit a lot of flat balls, so hitting up spin and just having more tools in my toolbox would help.
How was it playing with your teammates, playing high school tennis and playing for Northeast DuBois, a place that loves sports? And I'm sure it was fun to play with your teammates and classmates.
Yes, the sports culture around this school is absolutely phenomenal. No matter what sport you're in, what you're doing, winning or losing, you always have the community and the school support behind you, which is incredible. And just playing with my teammates the past 4 years, who are also some of my closest friends, it has been awesome seeing our relationships grow from not only classmates and peers to friends and then teammates on the court as well.
In college basketball last night, Penn State knocks off Purdue 88-76 at Mackey Arena. The Nittany Lions were 14 of 26 from the three-point line. Mike Watkins had 19 to lead the Lions. Trevion Williams, 17 points, 10 rebounds for Purdue. The Boilermakers 14-11. They travel to Ohio State for a noon tip-off on Saturday. Tyrese Maxey scored 25 points. 12th-ranked Kentucky comes back from a 9-point halftime deficit. They beat Vanderbilt 78-64 down in Nashville. Emmanuel Quickly had 18 points for the Cats as well. Notre Dame loses 50-49 down in Virginia in the ACC. Notre Dame 15-9 and 6-7. They were led by Prentice Hubb. He had 12 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals again for the Fighting Irish. Coming up tonight, Indiana State at Bradley. Xavier goes to Butler. Evansville entertains Loyola, while Louisville travels to Georgia Tech. In the NBA tonight, the Pacers will entertain the Milwaukee Bucks. Indiana has dropped 6 in a row. In college football, Michigan State has a new head coach. Mel Tucker, who spent 1 year at Colorado, is the new head coach of the Spartans. He gets an annual deal worth $5.3 million to succeed Mark D'Antonio. Stay tuned. We'll have more after this.